Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I'm not here with Geeky Sparkles. I'm going to talk about the video game industry, I guess, kind of, sort of. We're going to talk about Twitch. Apparently their viewership has dropped to the lowest point in 4 years. We're not talking like they took a little dip, right? We're talking the lowest point since, what, the end of the pandemic? Is that what we're talking about? It's not looking too good for them. And I'm going to tell you, we've talked about Twitch before. I think that at some point in the very near future, Amazon is going to realize that Twitch is never going to be profitable. Even if they do get a lot of views, they're not profitable as I understand it. They've had multiple rounds of layoffs, and they'll either sell it off or shut it down. That is my prediction. A lot of streamers have left the platform. They still have some big streamers over there, but a lot of people have left the platform. They've gone to Kick, they've gone to YouTube, they've gone, some of them gone to Rumble. I guess Dr. Disrespect has gone to Rumble, but like it's not looking very good for them. And like what they're offering, everybody else does it, right? They all do it now and they do it better. And they've had so much controversy. Self-inflicted, a lot of self-inflicted controversy. They had, of course, the half naked ladies on the platform that was originally designed for a bunch of 12-year-olds to watch, Fortnite and Minecraft on. Then we had that whole incident where they're like, yeah, we're going to, ease up on the nudity. And then that lasted like a day. And then we have people going on anti-Israel rants on it and getting like hyper political. And then we have a bunch of streamers now who are like, yeah, I'm not making the money I was making before. Including that one kid from FaZe Clan. That one kid from FaZe Clan who was all like, he's like, I'm only making $2,000 a day. If I wanted to make $2,000 a day, I'd be a postman. I'm not kidding. Go find that video. We did that one. I was like, are you freaking? Do you know how much postmen actually make? Do you think your average mail carrier makes $500,000 a year? Are you freaking completely out of touch? And a lot of these streamers, I think, are completely out of touch. I think they had too much too soon, and they don't understand economics and what it's like for the average person, right? They don't understand it. So we're gonna talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Go out to clownfishminus.com. We do have a podcast out there. It's paywalled. We do have merchandise. Help support the channel. We started out actually on Twitch before we really ramped it up on YouTube. They actually invited us to Twitch. My God, 15 years ago. 12 years ago, we had a webcomic that was pretty popular, and they were looking to diversify content, and they didn't want me to flash my tits. They just want me to draw stuff. And so we took them up on their offer, and it did not take off. I'll be honest. People don't go to Twitch to watch people draw stuff. They don't even go to Twitch anymore to watch people play video games. They go to Twitch to watch half-naked babes rant about Israel and Palestine, I guess. That seems to be the vibe from Twitch. But this comes from TubeFilter. Twitch viewership has dropped to its lowest point in 4 years. Something interesting happened in December. They said over the course of the month, the platform accumulated 1.58 billion hours of watch time, the lowest monthly total in over 4 years. But at the same time, Twitch also saw an uptick in new streamers joining and an uptick in the average number of concurrent channels live at any time. So what we're seeing is the dilution of the eyeballs, right? So this happens a lot of times. People become big on a social media platform because they were early adopters, and you've got some really big streamers on Twitch, but you also have people that left, and you have a lot of people that think, oh, so-and-so did it. Kai did it. I can do it too. I'm like, well, yes and no. I mean, sometimes it's just dumb luck. Sometimes it's just, right place, right time. And you have a lot of hopefuls that want to go on to Twitch. I wouldn't have been signing up for Twitch. I'd be looking at all the controversy and the financials and being like, yeah, that's not a good place to go. It is way too damn crowded. And if you're going to go over there and keep your clothes on and keep your political opinions to yourself, you're probably not going to do very well. But anyway, it says, according to data from Stream Charts, which point out that it's normal for December to be a slow month online, since both streamers and viewers are often AFK taking part in winter holidays. That's true. December and January historically are very bad for viewership. And this comes from somebody who's been doing the YouTube thing for like 7-8 years now. People freak out. We actually had people write us couple of years ago that were newer, not new, but they were newer at the time to YouTube. And they're like, oh my God, my ad revenue in December and January just like dropped off a cliff and my views are way down. I'm like, no, it's actually normal. I'm going to be honest, it is normal. Some people, if they're going to take off, if you're going to take a week off, do it in January. Even December, you'd think would be better because of the holiday spend, but it's actually not. People are so busy with the holidays that they're not watching YouTube or whatever it is. So what's not normal, though, is a year-over-year drop, and that's what Twitch saw. Stream charts average the watch time totals from December 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023. And it turns out that 2024 is 11% lower. It's not clear what's contributing to the drop. Oh, I don't know. Politics, maybe. Yeah, but they said Twitch is in a tough financial situation right now, and it's been hot water with streamers and viewers a few times this year over policy decisions. We're not sure backlash against using AI to make emotes would cause a viewership dent this significant. No, people just aren't going anymore because I think the original Twitch audience, which was gamers, younger gamers, they aged out of it. Twitch kind of came into its own with like Fortnite and Minecraft and League of Legends and esports. Esports is kind of on the decline right now. I mean, not kind of, it's like falling off a fucking cliff. I mean, it's still a thing, but it's not like it was. And people just aren't watching. And plus, I think people realize, like, if you're going to Twitch to play video games, you're not going to get found. There's like thousands and thousands of people streaming video games and nobody's watching. But you get on there, take your clothes off, you're a girl. I got to put a little asterisk there. You got to be female. You take your clothes off and talk about Israel or Palestine. You're gonna get a lot of views, right? Stream Charts didn't offer a theory. They said that one of Twitch's biggest streamers, Kai, didn't stream as much as usual in December. While that would potentially knock a couple million watch hours off of Twitch's total, we don't think the full drop percentage can be attributed to him either. No, people are tuning out. It's also worth focusing on here that half of Stream Charts findings, the fact that more people are joining Twitch and going live. That is true too. So we saw this happen with, going back to the beginning and talking about webcomics. We saw this happen in webcomics. Like, we got into webcomics probably about halfway through the life cycle of webcomics being hosted on independent websites, when there were, different groups you could join, different websites that would promote comics. And it just became oversaturated. Like, a few people became successful and everybody wanted to do it. Like, oh, so-and-so is making a full-time living just posting cartoons online. I can do that too. So that everybody thinks they can do it. And I'm not saying one of those people can't do it, but everybody can't do it, right? And for a variety of reasons, people can't do it. So, everything kind of became oversaturated, and then it was very hard for anybody new to come in because you just get buried. Even if your stuff was really good, you get buried. And that's kind of what's going on here. Everybody wants to be a Twitch streamer. Everybody wants to be an OnlyFans model. Everybody wants to be a YouTuber. In fact, I think we got into YouTube probably at the tail end of when you could get in and talk about the nerd shit and still get views. I think if you were going to start a channel now and talk about nerd stuff, I don't think you would get found. I don't think enough people are interested in nerd stuff now that you get found. Kind of the same with a lot of the animation channels. There were a lot of animation channels because, Odd One's Out and Jaden did very well. But now, like, you start an animation channel on YouTube and it's going to be an uphill climb because, so many people just are trying to do the same thing because they saw success, right? They said in October, November 2024, around 89,000 channels on average would be live on Twitch at any one time. In December, that figure pushed up to 92,000. Twitch also saw a bump in the overall number of active channels from 4.4 million in November to 4.7 million in December, a 6% increase. Streams Charts notes that all these streamers broadcasted a more diverse range of content than usual. It's important to note that other key metrics for both viewer and streamer activity remain strong. It wrote in a report about December's viewership, a positive takeaway from December was the variety of content on offer. Streamers broadcasted in 43,000 languages or categories. I'm sorry, 43,000 languages. That'd be crazy. 43,000 different categories in different languages. The highest figure of the year, second only to March. Just chatting. See, this is it. Just chatting is the top category, with 250 million hours watched. Grand Theft Auto 5 was distant second with 99 million views. Path of Exile 2, Marvel Rivals came in at 3. But how many people are streaming Marvel Rivals and Path of Exile 2? I'm sure a lot. So yeah, I mean, it's just chatting, and just chatting covers politics and tits, right? So that's what's going on. So, yeah, they've been speculating for a while, and we've been covering it. Twitch is just not in a good place. They've had multiple rounds of layoffs. Their CEO seems like he is just batshit crazy. They've been banning people unevenly. I mean, if they were upfront about the ban, like, you get banned because you're getting too political or too hateful or whatever, and we're going to apply that evenly, that's fine. But in the situation with Twitch and politics, it's like, if you're clearly left wing or I'm rather far left wing. I mean, it's still to some degree consider myself somewhat left. If you're far left and very pro-Palestine but very anti-Israel, you're fine. You're good. You say anything about Palestine, though, and you're going to get booted from the platform, right? They can actually take digs at Israel at TwitchCon. I mean, it's really bizarre how political they've gotten, because it reflects, I believe, the politics of the guy in charge. Was it Clancy? And I don't see him making it. But yeah, people are tuning out. People are tuning out from Twitch. So we will watch this. I'm 100% convinced now more than ever that Twitch is on borrowed time. It's either going to get shut down or sold off. Amazon has shut down divisions that were profitable, that weren't profitable enough, that didn't cause them nearly the PR black eyes that Twitch has caused them, right? And advertisers are noping out. And that's going to be the big thing. It doesn't matter how many people you have streaming on your platform. If the advertisers aren't on board because the content's too dicey, you're dead in the water. And that's it. So I'm going to wrap it up. Please subscribe. We will talk later.